Hey everyone, this is Aishwarya Mahapatra. Welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see you again. Today in this video, we are going to talk to Praveen. He's a DevOps Engineer 3 at Walmart and he has an amazing corporate experience. He worked with Infosys for 3 years, then made a switch, worked at Verizon for another 2 years, and finally, right now, he's working with Walmart. He cracked more than 25 offers, which is insane. Praveen has been mentoring a lot of students for DevOps. He has helped a lot of students succeed in their DevOps journey. He recently helped a girl crack a 25 LPA offer. And you can find all this content on his YouTube channel. I'll definitely link his channel in the description below. But today in this video, we will be discussing about Praveen's journey. What about his struggles? How did he come to know about DevOps and how did he actually prepare for this? How was he even able to crack 25 plus offers? Everything will be in this video. So stay tuned. So hey Praveen, how are you doing?
Hey, hi Aishwarya, I'm good.
And how has been Bangalore? I just came to know that you have been in Bangalore from August. So how is all
Yes. Yes, Aishwarya, it's pretty good. As we all know, Bangalore is a very good city to enjoy, right? So our office has called us, so I just came here to enjoy my time. Yeah, it's great going actually. And I would like to thank you for inviting me to your channel. It's really a pleasure meeting you. And we'll see how it goes. I'll definitely put some add-on to your viewers. That is for sure.
So my first question would be that you earlier worked with a service-based company. So I want to know that what are some of the myths that you've heard about service-based companies which aren't actually true?
So myths about service-based, people generally get fear when they talk about service-based companies, right? Yeah. But I would suggest and I would recommend to the people is service-based are not very bad as we all have created the notion, right? See, my career started with a service-based organization where I am very much lucky enough, I would say, because in service-based, what happens is you are not selected for a particular project. Like I got trained in Java, I got deployed into DevOps, I was kicked out from the DevOps project. Then I got into a little bit smaller DevOps project, then into testing, then into pure Java development, right? So that's how the scale in a service-based looks, and you get a broader horizon to explore yourself, and you can pick your best career, like okay, ये हो रहा है तो मैं इसमें जाऊंगा, या फिर ये अच्छा है तो इसमें जाऊंगा, right? So for me, if you see my career, Java, testing, and DevOps were three, and I framed my resume as DevOps, and now I am a DevOps engineer at Walmart, as you all know, right? So that's how there is no myths. If you start your career with a good or a bad company, that's not the issue here. Only thing is how much eager you are showing towards that particular tool or the technology to learn is the most important. So whatever the myths, but the salary is less. Aishwarya, I hope everyone knows in service-based salary is less, but no worries, guys. If you are getting the opportunity in service-based and salary is less, definitely go with that, because you all know in service-based, my package was like 10,000. I started my package, right? I mean per month. So you can calculate how much less a service-based gives. But yeah, eventually the career graph, you have to grow yourself, right? So no myths, all are good with service-based companies. So I would say all are positive only things.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, because I remember interviewing another person who worked at TCS and he also worked for 2-3 years there. And he said that he actually learned a lot and he was enjoying the whole process. And it was only when during the lockdown that he decided to look for other opportunities and all, because he had so much of time. Otherwise, he said he was completely satisfied with what he was doing. So yeah, I completely agree with you. So Praveen, like you said, you worked with Infosys for 3 years. Then what happened that you thought of looking for some other opportunities?
Yes, this is good question, by the way. And see, guys, to everyone, those who are watching this video, right? In IT industry, if you are looking for getting settled down, I would not suggest you to settle down in the start of the career, right? See, what happens is you have to learn new things. That's how the human growth is, right? We were kids, then we came into the teenagers, then we are adults now, right? That's how you have to grow your career also. No one should get settle in one company, I would suggest, in the start of the career. Like if you are 2 years experience, think of a switch for betterment of your salary, betterment of your goodwill, betterment of your, I mean, the status also will get increased when packages increase, and people will start respecting you in the society, and your parents will feel proud, right? So हम लोग जो भी कर रहे हैं अपने parents के लिए कर रहे हैं, तो definitely they are the one pillar कि हम लोग को उनको भी खुश रखना है, तो definitely यार switch करो for everything what I have told. And that's what the main reason was. Like, my friends were getting shifted from Infosys to different companies, and I was like a lame dumb person, and I was telling them, ye sach bata raha hu, I was telling them ki guys, I am not ready for a switch right now. But Spark was like, they were getting good packages at that time. Like 100% hike is very much high, and in 2017-18, right? Now it's like a common, everyone is getting, but at that time, my friends were getting 100% hike, and I was like, "Arey yaar, unko mil raha hai, to humko bhi milna chahiye." Then I decided ki from the 3 streams, like testing, Java, and DevOps, I created my resume as DevOps, and in that I put like Java and testing also, but mostly I wanted my career to be in DevOps. So मैंने वो choose किया, and I got settled in a good company like Verizon, which is a very good organization. And that's how, like, mostly I would say friends and family are the trigger point here, right? And then comes the salary. Yeah.
Okay. So Praveen, people these days are actually insane about SD roles, and hardly anyone talks about, DevOps role. So would you like to tell my audience what exactly is DevOps?
Yes, great. So basically, as you told, everywhere I see SD roles are more prominent, right? Even I see any like startup or any tech ed which is coming forward to teach people is mainly focused on the development roles only. Right. I would not take the names, but I saw mostly top edtechs are concentrating on SD roles. That is good. Like, and people are also loving that spirit. But the thing is, like, DevOps is also a good platform for your career to start. And I would really love to introduce some of my channel subscribers who have got internship into DevOps, and also outside opportunities like USA, right? And Canada, they have got the opportunities. So in DevOps also, there are many opportunities, right? Starting from government internships, starting from USA internships, starting from your India startup internships, you are having ample amount of opportunities. And DevOps is basically all about, see, one thing here is, if you are not good at coding, see, everyone is bad at some or the other thing, and we need to find the correct niche which is putting us into the correct path, right? So for me, DevOps was that. For you, it might be testing, or it might be DevOps, it might be SD, whatever it is. I would suggest, if you little bit think that coding is difficult and all, definitely go to DevOps. In DevOps also coding is there, but as a Python, Shell, and some other tools and some other languages will come into picture. But that you should be able to cope up, because so many people are there to train you, to teach you, to guide you. So definitely you can opt for DevOps if you are loving the technology and tools. So a lot of students want to know that, like, today they know that in SD role there is a good career progression, but they don't know a lot about DevOps. So now, since you have worked in DevOps as a DevOps engineer for quite some time, so what do you think, like, what's the career progression in DevOps? Okay, great. So career progression in DevOps will be similar to the SD roles, and the packages will be quite higher than the SD roles, because the thing is, right, now in market, as I've told you, SDs are more. When the market is having more SDs, automatically that supply will be more. When supply is more, again, the demand becomes less. And in DevOps, people are less. Now it is booming. Now, because of COVID and everything, in the like, people started showing interest when they are sitting at home, they are watching YouTube videos and everything. People are getting more knowledge about DevOps, and they want to migrate into the DevOps. From SDE also, I've seen people, they want to come into DevOps because somewhere they are generating the interest, right? So definitely career progression is more than SD, and the package is also more, right? Not in every scenario, but some product-based organization, if you take like Atlassian, if you take Uber, if you take some good organizations, definitely the skill set along with the package, along with the career progression are good. And you know what, one thing, Aishwarya, I would like to tell your viewers, DevOps is a thing which you have to learn constantly, right? To evolve yourself. Like in 2020, one new tool will come that will subsidize your current existing entire structure of the architecture of your application, right? 2024 new tool will come again, that will create a new structure for your entire application, right? So that's how, if you have the nature of learning, if you have the interest to know more tools, technologies, then DevOps is good career path for you.
Right. So Praveen, does DevOps interviews require you to learn DSA and all?
Yes, again, a good question, by the way. So according to me, I have cracked the, almost 25 plus companies when I was shifting from Verizon to Walmart. So I would say, yes, DSA is important for the companies like Google, SAP, Informatica, Citrix. So these all which I've cracked, right? I mean, I didn't crack Google because I was not good at DSA. But yeah, for the rest of companies like SAP, Citrix, Informatica, Walmart, DSA are there, but a little bit okay kind of DSA questions. Like, let's take one example I can give you. They will ask you like write a for loop for an application where you are retrieving the data from a URL and you want to extract the student details and then send into the database. That kind of things, you can do it in the Python also, right? And one more thing, mostly on the data extraction from the endpoints are mostly given. Some of the examples can be like extract the data points from the file, which has the thousands of IP addresses, and IP addresses are of different formats. So you have to segregate all that, you have to send into the array list and all. So these kind of DSs are important. And yes, if you want a good package, if you want to target good organizations, then DSA a little bit, like 20 to 30% of knowledge should be there.
Should be there. All right.
Yeah.
Also, can you brief about your preparation strategy that you used for DevOps, and basically how did you manage both work and preparation at the same time?
Great. So I had always thought of planning something big. So I started my preparation from January 2021 because I know that I have to crack the companies from July 2021. Getting me right? Okay. So from January, I started my preparation. I know that from July, I will be starting my applications to various companies.
Yeah, right.
So that's how my journey started, and that's how I would say I have done some certifications, right? Like Red Hat certifications, Kubernetes certifications, some Ansible certifications, which have helped me to gain confidence to sit in the interview. Right. So these certifications will definitely help people. And when you keep in the resume, people will know that, okay, this guy has something good and some good knowledge he has. Right. So I started from January. I did one month or 1.5 months, 45 days per certification. And I started preparing. I watched so many YouTube videos, Udemy's. I started preparing notes. And then I framed my resume. I started preparation. Then I framed my resume according to my preparation. And then I started applying for various companies, and that's how I was able to crack almost 25 offers. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So basically, you had a complete structure prepared for yourself. You gave yourself like 6 months, and then you started preparing. I mean, you were right on your schedule, right?
Yes, exactly.
So, like as you said, you have cracked so many interviews. You have given so many interviews. So can you give us an overview of, all these DevOps interviews, and how is it like different from the general SDE interviews?
Great. So basically, when you take the SDE interviews, right, those will start with a hackathon, hacker rank, or some kind of exam where people will ask you to write code and all, right? For us, only in the top product-based companies, this type of hacker ranks are given. But now to screen in the candidates, right? More candidates, because DevOps is also booming. And as I've told you, more people are there. Smaller companies are also starting that. And they will give us the test link to pass the test. Because for Amazon, I cleared the Amazon. So basically for Amazon, I got the test link where they asked to write 2 codes. Basically, and they gave basically the Kubernetes questions, MCQs plus 2 DSA questions, a little bit easier ones only. Okay. So depends on the organization to organization. Like for Google, HR itself interviewed me. She gave first she screened in with a DSA small question, then 2 technical rounds, then 1 pure development DSA round where I didn't crack it. So that's how depends on interview to interview. Like for Citrix, the first round was again a direct interview round. For the second round, they put me the DSA question where they gave the ID, the Citrix ID, and they asked me to write the code, right? So it depends on different companies to different companies. The way of interview depends. But yeah, if SDE and DevOps both are almost similar when we go for the bigger companies.
All right. Okay, Praveen. So I'll ask you final question.
Great.
What would you suggest the people who want to enter the DevOps world?
Great. So, guys, as the COVID had started, and now the lives of the people are getting stabilized, right? DevOps is one of the best platform if you want to earn a little bit more, and if you want to explore more opportunities on the countries like Canada, USA is a little bit difficult, Netherlands, right? Poland. So European countries have so many opportunities in DevOps. Definitely you can try that, because in LinkedIn itself, I've got so many opportunities, but I rejected those. Definitely one of the best technology is DevOps, I would say. And if you have passion to learn, right? And if you have zeal to at least know ki is technology mein kya ho raha hai, then you can directly add it in your resume. And I bet if you are into a fresher, if you are like 1 year experience and you want to come into DevOps, my channel content, which I have learned from Verizon, Infosys, everything I have put in my channel. So definitely check out my channel. It's like 10 sessions of each of 2 hours. You will get all the details. And yes, Aishwarya will be giving those details. And work hard, you will get the deeds. That's how I believe, and everyone believe. And all the best to all the viewers of Aishwarya's channel.
Thanks a lot, Praveen, for giving time for this channel, for this podcast. It was amazing talking to you. You have so much of energy, and at the same time, you're helping so many students with DevOps, because actually not many know about DevOps. I also didn't know about DevOps a lot until I found you, and you've been helping so many students. So kudos to you for that. Once again, thanks a lot for coming to my channel and giving your time.
Thank you, everyone, and see you later.
I hope you really enjoyed this video. You came to know something about DevOps, and probably you will be considering DevOps in the future. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye.